The following is a production of the Computer Information Systems and Business Analytics Department at the Metropolitan State University of Denver.
Hello and welcome. This video is intended to give you a quick introduction to human-level walkthroughs. Let's just consider a very simple problem. Let's pretend we are working at a computer at a terminal so that there is only one line to input and receive data. Let's say that we want to create a program that will let a user input 5 numbers, and after the 5th number is input, the program will spit out the sum of those 5 numbers. So our problem statement is listed here, and we see that we have 5 inputs that need to be entered separately and 1 output that the program will spit out. There are several ways to step through a model or solution if we have a problem statement, a list of inputs and outputs, and a set of test data. First, we can start with a human-level walkthrough. A human-level walkthrough only takes into account what a human user would see. It does not take into account what the computer needs to know or do. This video focuses on human-level walkthroughs. A human-level walkthrough is something you would want to do with a customer, a boss, or even a colleague when you're trying to nail down what do we want to input and what do we want to output. The next type of walkthrough is a program-level walkthrough. This level takes into account inputs, outputs, and also variables that the computer program would need to keep track of. This type of walkthrough is covered in our next video. Let's pretend that we have the following 5 numbers that we want to input into our program. Keep in mind that for a human-level walkthrough, we are just focusing on what a human user would see. We're not worried about how the computer does its job or the variables, values, or computations that a computer program would need to keep track of. So, let's say we want to perform a test and we're going to input the values 12.3, -6.1, 4, 3.5, and -1. Let's give it a shot. You will notice that I just start with the inputs and outputs, and I've assigned variable names to the inputs and outputs. So for this exercise, inputs are the variable num and outputs are the variable sum. I'll have 6 steps for this problem. In the first step, I input the value 12.3. In the next step, I input the value -6.1. In the third step, I input the value 4. In the fourth step, I input the value 3.5. In the fifth step, I input the value -1. And in the sixth and final step, we output the value 12.7. You will notice we haven't asked questions like, how does the computer track the sum? A question like this is beyond the scope of a human-level walkthrough. The point of a human-level walkthrough is simply to identify the inputs and outputs that the customer and solution developer expect from the system. That's it for now. I hope you'll practice what you've learned here and then watch part 2 of this video series, Program-Level Walkthroughs. Thanks and have a great day.